Selamat datang kembali di channel Kabarku News. Bagaimana kabarmu hari ini? Kami doakan semoga sehat selalu. Pada video kali ini, kita mempunyai informasi yang sangat menarik.
Diaz said in a statement that the excavations could lead to religious war in the region even, which he says the Israeli regime ignites every day. Diaz added that Israel's actions are a gross violation of international law. Tel Aviv says the excavations are part of the archaeological program. Al Aqsa Mosque is the third holiest site in the Muslim world. Islamic countries have repeatedly warned Israel against desecrating the mosque by digging underneath it.
So make sure you understand this, folks. Israel is excavating under the Temple Mount.
Right.
The Temple Mount is the holy land of the Muslims.
Right.
But the Israelis are digging tunnels under the Temple Mount.
Right. And so you saw that part of it there, and that was interesting enough. You know, I can see an archaeological dig. I can see, you know, you look at the rocks here, look at the foundation, and that would have great historical significance. What we saw next, Rick, and this will be the first time I know a lot of our viewers will ever be exposed to this. And so I want you to watch carefully in this next clip. We're going to run it with sound here because I want you to see what's going on here. I want you to look at the surroundings. We're still underground. We're going into another chamber of this dig. But this particular chamber happens to be directly under the dome of the rock. Okay?
And what is this chamber?
This chamber is actually a synagogue that's been built underground. A synagogue
directly under the Dome of the Rock.
Yes, under the Temple Mount
so
itself.
The Muslims above are aware that underground there is a Jewish synagogue under the Dome of the Rock.
Well, whether they're aware about it or not,
they are aware of it. This came out in the news a year or two ago.
But most Christians aren't aware of it.
That's right.
Okay, so let's watch this clip, and I want you to just look at, see anything peculiar around the surroundings here, around the ornaments or anything. See if anything really jumps out at you.
Should I be looking for a Nephilim?
Well, maybe.
Maybe like something round.
Okay.
Yeah, look for it here.
All right.
Okay, so you gentlemen had the opportunity to take a look at that clip. Edward, you notice anything weird or unusual there in that clip?
There is an enormous golden globe with Hebrew writing on it and a flame coming out of it. What in the world did we just look at?
A big globe of planet Earth with a flame coming out of it.
Right. Now, written on that giant globe there, they're running again for us here, is a prayer that's listed. I don't have the prayer printed out, but it's a prayer. But it does seem quite unusual that once again you have that global imagery popping up once again. Just like we saw with Genie Energy, just like we saw with the globe in Saudi Arabia. So this imagery is popping up over and over again. Now, a lot of Christians don't even know that this synagogue even exists, first of all. But now having seen this and seen that globe, what should the response be, Rick?
Well, my immediate thought is it's a symbol of global Zionism, overtaking the world, ruling the world from Jerusalem. Jerusalem, which the Bible says is Babylon. And I believe what they're showing us is, you know, they have full intentions of rebuilding the temple. Now, the question, and we'll have to wait and see, will God allow them to rebuild a temple?
Right.
It's not God building a temple.
Right.
But will God allow the Jews to rebuild the temple? God tore down their second temple.
Right.
And I'm not convinced he's going to allow them to build a third one, but he may, because it will be the seat of power of the beast system. So Jerusalem will rule the world. This is what we're showing you, that Israel is taking the lead in artificial intelligence. For the first time, I've been at this job for 20 years. I have studied the New World Order, globalism, Freemasonry, the Vatican. I've studied all these things, Nazism, and I've tried to make sense of all this, and I finally came to a conclusion. As far as I'm concerned, I could retire. I finally figured out what is going on and where this is going. It is global Zionism. It is the synagogue of Satan, seizing control of the world and Jerusalem becoming the capital of the world.
Are you afraid of the dark? Are you scared? I can see.
Here's where it's going, folks. This is why I'm harping so much about Zionism. Somebody said, why is he on this? So I'm trying to tell you, this is the play for the end of time.
Yes.
This is the play for the end of time. This is where it's going.
Right.
It is a Zionist-centered global government out of Jerusalem, which the Bible calls Sodom and Egypt. It is the great city Babylon.
Now in control, it's going to be Jair Bolsonaro, the president of Brazil, going down to the underground temple with Israeli Prime Minister
Before we
Benjamin
show
Netanyahu.
this, watch President Bolsonaro's eyes. He looks tremendously. This isn't where he's walking through the tunnels.
This is them inside the synagogue.
Yeah, but we don't have the video of him walking through the tunnel.
We do in the edited version.
Oh, we do? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Because when he was walking through the tunnel, the president of Brazil looked like he was genuinely freaked out, like he wanted to run and get out of there.
It was very odd
Very
situation.
uncomfortable look on his face.
Well, they showed him like all sorts of like rings and other like relics.
Jewelry, pottery,
And-
excavations.
And then they opened this up and he looked like he was in it now. Like there's no turning back.
He looks a little shell-shocked here. Look at him.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look very comfortable.
He doesn't know what to do. They're all like,
Where am I? What am I doing here? I'm
Like
not
he's
signing
in
this book.
an occult room.
they're like, here, you need to sign this. And he's probably doesn't even know what he's signing.
Are you scared?
He just signed on to the World Zionist Conquest.
And see it, Benjamin Netanyahu put that pen
There
down.
you go.
Well, we got this deal done. Wow.
Rabbi, see the full video of him walking down the tunnels? His eyes, he looks distressed. He looks worried, like he's witnessing spiritual things that are troubling him.
Are you afraid of the dark? Are you scared? I can see you from behind. You can hear me in your mind. Run so fast as you can go. Time will catch you before you know.
אינם שקיפות הדדית ועצמנו הכל מאוד פשוט. מלך מלכי המלכים, ישפטו חרבותם לעתים, ומסודרים למזברות, לא יישא גוי חרב, ולא יפרדו עוד מלחמה, אמן ואמן.
Are you scared? You know, I am you.
Dan Temple of King Solomon letaknya pas di bawah Al-Masjidil Aqsa. Apa maknanya? Mereka mengeruk setiap hari bulldozer, traktor, ekskavator, terus mengeruk keliling Masjidil Aqsa. Mereka ingin meruntuhkan Masjidil Aqsa. Tulis Temple of King Solomon, enter, pilih image, tampak gambar replika. Inilah kerajaan Sulaiman yang ada di bawah Masjidil Aqsa. Akan mereka naikkan. Mereka sudah bangunkan rumah kecil replikanya. Tapi akan ada hamba-hamba Allah. La tazulu fi ummati ta'ifatun min ummati. Akan tetap ada sekelompok umatku yang memperjuangkan agamaku, kata Allah Subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yang terakhir, yang kelima, akan turun Mesias. Kapan itu terjadi? Ketika terjadi perang besar. Sebetulnya dalam agama Islam sudah dituliskan yang dimaksud dengan Mesias itu siapa. Kata Imam Al-Hafiz Ibnu Hajar Al-Asqalani dalam Fathul Bari, yang dimaksud dengan yang dinanti-nanti mereka itu adalah Dajjal. Dajjal itulah sesungguhnya yang sedang mereka nanti. 70,000 Yahudi wara'ad Dajjal. Ada 70.000 Yahudi yang akan berada di belakang Dajjal ketika dia turun nanti. Makanya tiap hari, tiap petang kita berkata, Allahumma inni a'udzubika min adzabi jahannam wa min adzabil qabri wa min fitnatil mahya wal mamat wa min syarri fitnatil masihid Dajjal. Dajjal itulah yang sedang mereka tunggu. Dajjal itulah yang sedang mereka nanti-nantikan. Kita menantikan kedatangan, dia pun juga menantikan akan kedatangannya. Bedanya apa? Mereka meyakininya dengan semangat. Semangat mereka luar biasa. Mereka bangkit. Umat Islam percaya. Padahal tiap hari dia katakan sebelum salam, Allahumma inni a'udzubika min adzabi jahannam wa min adzabil qabri wa min fitnatil mahya wal mamat wa min syarri fitnatil masihid dajjal. Tiap hari dikatakan, tiap hari diucapkan. Kaum Ad binasa, kaum Samud binasa, kaum Midian binasa, kaum Iram binasa, kaum Fir'aun binasa. Kenapa Allah tidak membinasakan Israel ini? Senyum Syekh Muhammad Jibril. Apa kata dia? Ya beni, anak, seandainya Allah membinasakan Israel ini, lalu apa yang tersisa untukmu? Petunjuknya saya. Seandainya Allah membinasakan Israel ini, lalu apa yang tersisa untukmu? Terdiam saya. Allah sengaja sisakan ini sebagai medan jihad kita menolong agama Allah Subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Bagaimana pendapatmu? Silakan berikan tanggapan di kolom komentar di sebelah bawah. Tetap nantikan video selanjutnya. Aktifkan notifikasi dengan menekan ikon subscribe, ikon lonceng, dan ikon jempol. Terima kasih sudah menonton sampai akhir video ini. Semoga topik ini bermanfaat. Kami doakan semoga Anda sehat selalu. Oke, sampai jumpa lagi di video selanjutnya.